What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're gonna love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
We are live.
We are live for the first time this week. Well, we were live in our own rooms, though.
Well, yeah. We're live for us, not our wonderful listeners.
Ooh. The sugar cookie is the way to go. I don't really think I need another coffee, but whatever.
I was wondering if I should have one more, but I was fine. All right. Welcome,
Hello, everyone.
everyone, for us, this is early. I don't know when we'll pump this episode out, but
Yeah.
it might be normal time for everybody else. But today's Sunday. We are recording a little bit early just because we will be doing special live stream on Tuesday this week for the Netflix golf event.
And since everything's a day earlier for Vegas, so.
Yes. And since everything's a day earlier for Vegas. So
Wait, smile. Okay. I always post some threads when we get ready to go, so I wanted to.
So, yeah, welcome to F1 Underground. If you don't already, please go follow us on our social medias at Underground F1 on Instagram and Threads, and then Underground_F1 on Twitter/X, however you refer to it. Please go give us a follow over there. We're tweeting about races all the time. We're tweeting when we're coming up with new stuff, new things that happen in the F1 world. We're trying to be a good news source, not pump out fake stuff. But yeah, please go follow us on our socials. We usually say that at the end of the episode, but I think we said the other day we wanted to start.
Yeah, we wanted to start earlier.
So hopefully we can gain even more wonderful followers and friends on Threads and Twitter and everything. And
Yeah, Owen wants some more friends on Twitter. So
I want more friends on Twitter. Right now, we're sitting on Twitter. We're sitting at 88 followers. So I'm just a shy 1,000 away from where Casey's sitting at on Twitter.
Just a shy 1,000.
Shy 1,000. It's a small margin. We can clearly make it up. But yeah, go give us a follow. Go join us. Go join us with the fun over on Twitter, Threads, Instagram, the whole 9 yards, the whole shebang. If this is your first time listening to the show,
Welcome.
Owen. That is Casey. That's my sister. We talk everything F1 here, and we do race previews, we do race recaps, we do news of the week, we do a meme of the week from the F1 community, just making fun of drivers and everything, and which one we like the best. So with that being said, jump right in the meme of the week.
Hold on. I'm trying to, because I don't have like the normal graphics that I make, my quote unquote fast facts. So I was trying to find stuff on the tires too for when we talk about it, and they normally have like this cool graphic.
Cool graphic.
No, they do.
Well, I can. Do you want me to?
No, I can find it on my phone. We can. Let me switch this though.
Meme of the week.
Take it away.
Am I going first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So my meme of the week. I've never watched this show. Although I've heard like really good things about it. Like it's a very good show to watch for kids and like adults alike and everything. And it contains a lot of jokes that people have gotten like older. They understand more and everything.
What show?
Are you sharing my screen case?
Oh yeah, sorry. I forgot that I had to do it for some reason.
Um,
So thrown off. It's not a normal day, people. It's not a normal day.
yeah, we're Sunday. We're a little slow right now, but this is from Gravity Falls on Disney Channel.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, I've never seen this show, so I don't really understand the context of the scene, but I think that guy's name is Dipper. He gets this piece of paper, there's something on it, and he goes, whoa, this is worthless. But for this, it says, sources say 2024 Ferrari will be 5 seconds faster than the 2023 Ferrari. And it's kind of the meme of just like right now, I feel like this is the stage of F1 and Ferrari fans in general, where it's kind of just like, this is a moot point. Like, and it's funny because it's like, if you're talking about this with relativity to Red Bull, this is completely worthless because 5 seconds right now is not going to catch Red Bull. And it's not going to get them in the fight for first on a recurring basis and stuff like that. Will it help them for second and third fight? Absolutely.
Maybe.
And if the sources are to be believed, this would be fantastic. But just thought this was funny. This was a good one. So completely worthless. Ferrari being 25 seconds faster in 2024.
I saw, so last year around this time, or right as the season ended, there was an article from Autosport maybe, or someone else, like a pretty big publication, saying that Ferrari's 2023 car was like well in advance, like this, it was going well, everything was like, the engineering was going well, and then we all know what happened with this car early on this season. There's the articles out now about McLaren for next year, and people are like, we know what happened last year with Ferrari. Well, history repeat itself.
I hope not. Let's hope not for McLaren. But
yeah.
Okay. That'd be funny to see history repeat itself.
Yeah. Okay, my meme of the week. If you follow Charles Leclerc, or I'm starting to see he's been spending his week in LA, posting a bunch of stuff. He's been kind of like goofy on Instagram, which is funny. But he posted a few days ago a shot of him making a basket, and he was like, first try. So then 2 days later, we get this Instagram story where he's completely missing the ball over the arcade game, but I added Ferrari fans and then the SF23 because everyone's sick of that car throwing it away.
Everyone is, ready for this car to be out of the picture and out of our minds immediately.
Yeah, it's gotta go. But so if there was literally like, the best part is like how you can see the Instagram stories. It wasn't a video. It was just picture, 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 picture. So you saw the ball like here, and then here, and then here, and then he completely misses it. So that's my meme of the week. Thought that was a good one.
That's good.
I also saw, because showing Dad before, when I was home earlier, I showed him the ad for the Netflix thing we'll get into, but with the Goff, and Mom's like, "What? No Charles Leclerc?" I was like, "Well, no." I was like, "Carlos isn't known for goffing." I was like, "And he's the one Ferrari driver, so they can't have two." I was like, "But Charles Leclerc sucks at sports, probably more than I do, so that'd be hilarious."
That's a bold call, Case, to say that Charles Leclerc sucks at sports more than you do.
Yes. Have you seen the pictures of him trying to play soccer or football? He falls flat on his face. Like, there's legit a picture of him falling flat on his face. Like, face first into the turf. A full-on picture of him into the turf. What are you doing?
Sorry, I just noticed my mic is, like, almost falling off my...
Oh.
So I'm fixing it real fast.
And can we take a moment? Because I only had one meme of the week.
Oh, yeah, you did only have one meme of the week. You're right. Normally, you have two.
Yes. Normally I have like 12 that I could pick from. I mean, there are a bunch in regards that I could pick because of the way I think Vegas is going to go. And
oh, yes.
I should share that picture. Where is it? I know I've posted it up because we have to talk about the pit exit. But okay, moving on.
All right, so I added this just because I wanted to talk about it a little bit. But
this is weekly news, just as a heads up.
What?
I just put weekly news because I know it's not like.
That's fine. So this is a quick standings update for constructors and drivers championship.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, Max Verstappen first place, Red Bull first place. That doesn't matter.
So we're going into the last two races of the season.
I'm going to go 2 to 10 just to not cover everybody.
This is drivers?
This is drivers. So this is drivers championship standings right now, currently for second place to 10th place. So in second place, we have Sergio Perez with 258 points.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis Hamilton, 226. Fernando Alonso in 4th with 198. Lando Norris in 5th with 195. That's a very close matchup. And if you've listened to the show before, you know that I'm very excited about how close that is. Just as close in 6th, Carlos Sainz with 192 points. 7th, Charles Leclerc with 170.
Oh, my gosh.
In 8th is George Russell with 156 points. In 9th, Oscar Piastri with 87. And in 10th, Lance Strollovich, otherwise known as Lance Stroll, with 63 points.
First of all, I didn't know Lance Stroll had that many points.
Yeah. Right behind him, I'll call this out because it's a very close matchup, literally separated by 1 point, is in 11th is Pierre Gasly.
And that could...
with 62 points. So Las Vegas could be huge for Gasly to knock Stroll out of the top 10.
And also, okay, I knew this season was, the kid man said itself, Charles Leclerc, a season to forget. But George Russell, I did not think he was that low.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he's been pretty consistent, but...
He's definitely been consistent. Like, it hasn't been like a dog shit season from him, but he's very middle of the pack.
Yeah, I don't think I realized that.
Yeah, he's finishing races, but he's just like always like somewhere between like 5th to 10th. Like, not a crazy amount of points, like stuff like that.
And that just makes you think, because like he's always on the radio complaining about wanting to get ahead of Hamilton, so, like all this and that, like let him go. Yeah. Meanwhile, the gap between Hamilton and George Russell is
like I said, Hamilton's in 3rd with 226, and Russell's in 8th with 156. So Hamilton's got a 70-point lead on him.
Yeah. Sorry, you're not catching your teammate there, George Russell.
He's not catching Lewis until before the end of the season. So, all right, so jump into Constructors Championship. This is obviously 1 through 10 because there's 2 drivers per team. So I'll do the whole grid. Like I said, first place, Red Bull with 782 points.
Yeah, that's up.
Massive 400-point lead on Mercedes right now in 2nd with 382 points.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's gross. Following Mercedes in 3rd is Ferrari with 362 points. So in terms of Constructors Championship, this is a big 2 races coming up for Ferrari. They have to really use these to their advantage and make up. I mean, it's a 20-point gap. So you come in 2nd, you're closing that gap instantly.
Yeah.
With one driver, you know.
I was going to say, one driver. Say if your other driver has a DNF or whatever.
Right.
You still have a chance.
So huge pressure on Mercedes and huge pressure on the Ferrari for these next 2 races. In 4th behind them is McLaren with 282 points. They're not catching Ferrari for 3rd, but what I think is more important to them is building the gap between Aston Martin behind them in 5th, who has 261 points. So there's a 21-point difference there, which, like, again, kind of the same thing. If Aston Martin, by chance, gets 2nd, which we know Fernando can get back on podium because he just did, there's a chance that Aston Martin could claw their way back to 4th by the end.
If that happens this weekend, then literally Abu Dhabi is
going
to be a battle.
Abu Dhabi has the chance to be set up again as like the deciding race for like a couple different scenarios, which would be really cool to see. Just because, like I said, it's the last race. You want a little excitement on it, but really has the opportunity to get set up and be something spectacular. Behind Aston Martin in 6th, this is where the field kind of separates. Alpine with 108. So between 5th and 6th, you have a gap of 153 points. Like that's wild. But like I said, this is where the field separates of like these are the guys kind of just scrounging for any points they can get.
Yeah. If they get points, they're lucky.
Yeah. 7th is Williams with 28 points. 8th, AlphaTauri with 21 points. 9th, Alfa Romeo, 16 points. And 10th, Haas with 12 points.
Wait, can you tell me how many points does Alex Albon have? I can also look.
Alex Albon has 27 points. He's currently in 13th in the Drivers' Championship.
And what? Williams has 28.
Williams has, yes, 28. So Alex Albon makes up 99% of Williams.
That's what I thought. Because I knew with the way, because when Logan Sargent got his first point, it literally was a point. So I was like, okay, wait, I think this Alex Albon is carrying the team on his back.
Yeah. So that's just a quick little update for Drivers and Constructors Championship. Like I said, the biggest thing is that 3rd, 4th, and 5th Drivers Championship. Or, I'm sorry, 4th, 5th, and 6th Driver Championship spread between Alonso, Norris, and Sainz. I mean, that total spread is 6 points between 4th and 6th. So that's a huge race going into Las Vegas and Abu Dhabi. And then, yeah, for me personally, I would like to see McLaren pull away from Aston Martin a little bit more. But then you also have the teams to look out for with the next 2 races, Ferrari and Mercedes, for potential Ferrari to steal that 2nd place from Mercedes. So
it does make you think if like Lewis was the only one that got DQ'd, or if Charles was the only one that got DQ'd, like the points would be a little bit closer for them.
Oh yeah.
I think the both of them getting DQ'd was probably a blessing in disguise for Mercedes.
It was a win-win for both teams. I mean, so you look about it both ways. Yeah, Mercedes is like, okay, Charles got DQ'd as well, so therefore he's not catching us. Yeah, it's less points for them to catch us. And then Ferrari's probably looking at it and is like, oh, good, Lewis got DQ'd because now it's less points for them pulling away from us. You know, like both teams probably walked away from that situation like being like, God damn it, wish that didn't happen. But the other person that got DQ'd was probably the best case scenario for us to get qualified. So, yeah, that was just a quick standings update because I know we're talking about it more and more as the season comes to a close.
Because as there's like the clear battles of what's going on, so it's. I think it would make sense to.
I think it would be good too, like going into Las Vegas this weekend too, and okay, we have to watch out, for Ferrari and Mercedes, and we have to watch out for McLaren and Aston Martin and such. Like,
I mean, we'll obviously talk about it, but with so many unknowns for Vegas, like you don't know what's actually going to happen.
Oh yeah,
it's not a shoo-in that Max Verstappen is going to win. I don't think
no.
So.
Yeah. Are we going to my second favorite sport?
Yeah, I can pull up, hold on, I'll pull up the post though because we can say who the driver pairs are.
So, all right, so while you're doing that, if you didn't listen to last week's episode, or honestly maybe 2 weeks ago episode, Netflix put out an announcement. They're doing their first sports live stream. It's called the Netflix Cup, and it is going to be between F1 drivers who golf, and like Casey said, she's pulling up the pairings here, so we can tell you guys who they are, and then PGA golfers. The reason they're doing this just because Drive to Survive is a huge thing on Netflix, and then Netflix just recently put out Full Swing Season 1, which is basically Drive to Survive but PGA golf, and they're already doing a Season 2 for that. I'm pretty sure Season 3 has already been approved. Maybe not actually with the writer's strike. It hasn't happened yet, but most likely will get approved.
I'm sure. No, I don't think writer's strike affected reality TV.
True, yeah, because that doesn't have any writing in it. So, yeah. It's this Tuesday, November 14th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 3 p.m. on the West Coast for when they're doing it.
From the Wynn Las Vegas.
And it's going to be 6 holes? 6 holes with 2 playoffs, I think.
Oh, is it really? You want me to look it up?
I think it's not a full, like they're not doing a full 18. That would be way too much. Everything you need to know about the first, blah, 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 blah. So here we go.
While you're pulling it up, so the confirmed pairings are Lando Norris and Ricky Fowler.
That's a dream team right there.
Yeah, but you wanted and then there's Carlos Sainz with Justin Thomas. That's who you wanted.
I wanted Lando and Justin Thomas because Justin Thomas is my favorite golfer and Lando's my favorite driver.
Yeah. Pierre Gasly with I'm going to butcher his last name, Colin Morikawa. Is that how you say it?
That was that. That was, Colin Morikawa.
And then Alex Albon is going to be with Max Homa. That's the only one I don't think I've ever heard of.
Max Homa is hilarious. People love him, especially on Twitter, because he will just like random shit, and it's hilarious. But he's also really funny, so I could see him and Alex being like a very good,
goofy pair.
Goofy pairing, yeah.
He's there. He's obviously a good golfer, but he's also there because of his personality-wise, probably. Oh, yeah. Was he like one of the favorites from the show? Like coming out of the show, was he okay? Then
people really liked him from the show. And then the other thing that really people started learning, like kind of how funny he is and like witty, is I think it was CBS when they would air golf tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
They did this really cool thing, and I love it. Is obviously when you do PGA golf, you're not in a golf cart. The golfers are walking the hole, which leaves a lot of time from when you're hitting a drive 300 yards. You're then walking to your ball. You have time. So CBS essentially would give certain golfers on certain holes an AirPod and stick the AirPod in, and then the golfer would talk through with the announcers how he's playing the hole. Like basically he would hit the drive, get the AirPod, and they'd be like, so what was your thoughts behind that shot? And then he'll say, oh, I wanted to put it here. I wanted to do this, blah, blah, blah. But the announcers will also ask him like personal questions, stuff like that. And Max Homa has done it a couple times, and he's like instantly just like joking around. He's like smiling, making the announcers crack up, like all this stuff. I'm pretty sure Max Homa just had a kid too. So like they're asking him like, what's fatherhood like? And he's like, cracking jokes and everything, but he's a really funny guy. He's that'll be a good pairing.
I am excited to see how it turns out because they've only ever tried doing one live thing before, and it was a shit show. It was for like the one reality TV show they tried doing the live reunion, and literally everyone crashed the Netflix servers trying to get on to watch it. So it ended up not being live, but I think they've probably figured it out. And also if you watched it was earlier this year, I think, or over the summer, it was Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes versus Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Is that who golfed with him? I think so. The same. It was at the same resort or golf club that this is.
Yeah.
So the Sphere will be in view. I hope there's some fun images on there.
Oh, I'm sure there will be.
Lando Norris will whiff the ball. I hope there's some good.
I'm sure it will be.
I wish, because Alex Albon's girlfriend's a professional golfer. She's in the women's PGA Tour. I wish they could bring her as like the silent reporter almost, because it would just be fun.
I would not be shocked if they do. Like, there's got to be people commentating it, because watching golf without commentary, I love it, but it's boring. You're just watching in silence somebody playing golf, because they're already a slow and kind of boring sport to watch. But it would be a really missed opportunity for Netflix to not bring in some guest commentator.
Oh, okay, wait here. So as you can expect, this is the F1 article. So it says who else is involved. As you expect with a fun event such as this, there's plenty of other famous faces along with the live broadcast of the Netflix Cup. Comedian Bert Kreischer, PGA Tour player Joel Dahmen. Is that how you say it?
Joel Dahmen.
Joel Dahmen.
He was another guy on Full Swing that people loved, because he was like, I know I'm not the best golfer, and I know I'm like the 70th best golfer in the world, but so what? I'm like 70 best guy. He's a hilarious guy.
Sports host Kay Adams, and then, oh my God, this is going to be the best. Legendary NFL running back Marshawn Lynch will all host the show live as the teams battle it out. And then it also says the format. So each 4 teams in the Netflix Cup will play 8 holes of match play with some surprise challenges along the way, which I think they did that for the Travis Kelce one and stuff as well. They who could get it closest to the hole.
Yeah, probably be closest to the pin,
Yeah. Following the conclusion of match play, the top team from each foursome will compete in a playoff hole to crown a winner. Each match will be scrambled, with each player teeing off on each hole. Once they have selected one of their drivers, both players will then hit from that spot and repeat until they finish out each hole. The team, obviously, with the lowest score will win. And so this is good. So Lando Norris and Nikki Fowler will be going at the same time as Carlos Sainz and Justin Thomas. That'll be a good match.
That's a good group because Ricky and Justin Thomas are like best friends,
and so are Landon Norris and Carlos Sainz. So that'll be a good match. And then it says Alex Albon and Homa will face off against Gasly and Morikawa in match 2. But yeah, that first match will probably be the one everyone wants to watch the whole time. Sorry to the other two, but between Carlos and Lando, and then like you said, those two are pretty good friends. That'll be a good.
Yeah, that's definitely the like headliner matchup.
Because I mean, if you, like we were talking about earlier, Carlos Sainz did the Ryder Cup earlier this year, the celebrity one. They both play golf literally all the time.
Yeah,
Lando and Carlos together also, so will be.
I like that it's match play too, because that'll be a little bit easier for people to understand. Not that golf is like a super critical sport, but the way that match play works, if you don't know, Casey, or if any of the listeners don't know, it's you score based on the hole. So it's, let's say Lando and Ricky shoot a lower score than Carlos and Justin on the first hole. They're now up 1.
Oh, so it's not by par. It's just like whoever gets the lowest par.
Yeah.
Whoever gets the lowest.
We won that hole, so we're up 1 point. But then if it's on hole number 2, if Carlos and Justin win, everything's all square again. Like it balances out essentially.
Okay.
So it'll work like that. The only issue that I can see with this is in match play sometimes there's a chance where they're playing 8 holes, so they could go like Ricky and Lando could win 5 and 3, meaning they won the first 5 holes, and then there's no chance, even if Justin and Carlos win the next 3, there's no chance for them to win the entire match. So it's like, so the 5 comes from their score of how many they got, and the 3 is how many holes were remaining, like that they beat them at. So they could win like 5 and 3, 6 and 2, or whatever it is. I think 5 and 3 would be the first chance for them but they have to sweep all 5 holes in order to do that. So there's a chance that could happen. And then like the next 3 holes are kind of just like shits and giggles, but we'll see what happens. But the reason we're talking about this.
Wait. Before we go into that, we could also give predictions for this, for the golf, who we think.
We should do that. That's good.
Because we were talking about, obviously we just said Alex, Carlos, and Lando makes sense. Pierre's the one I'm like scratching my head. I'm like, I don't really understand why Pierre's there. But I'm shocked because it's Drive to Survive. Daniel Ricciardo was the face of Drive to Survive when it first came out. Why? I'm shocked he's not doing it. Maybe he doesn't play golf.
Maybe that's the thing. Like, it has to be like, I'm sure there's a little bit of like, hey, you guys signed a contract. We want you to do this. And it's like, all right, yeah, I'll do it. But like, I'm sure they took a look at the drivers and were like, okay, Carlos and Lando love to golf.
Carlos was probably like, sign me up. Like, that's probably the one thing he was willing to do.
I'm sure it was like, these 2 love to golf. Let's go to them first. Alex Albon, his girlfriend is a golfer. He likes to golf because of that. Let's go to him, So I'm sure it just like worked out that way. Like,
I'm also, it'd be funny if they had their teammates as their caddies. Like Oscar was caddying for Lando.
That would be so funny.
Carlos is caddying for Carlos. That would be so good.
But yeah, I think this is going to be really well done. I'm hoping, like you said, I know I didn't watch Netflix's first live event, but I knew that
it was a mess.
It was a mess. I had heard that it was a mess. Netflix didn't really have.
It literally took them 2 hours before they said, okay, we're not going to do this anymore. Like, they already started recording it and they were going to put it out at a later time.
I know that, I knew the response wasn't the best and everything to it, but I'm hoping, like you said, with that, they kind of worked out the kinks. They have it a little bit set up more with better infrastructure to do it.
From like PGA Tour or the Live Tour. Like, maybe they poached them to come help them run it successfully on the live prop. Yeah, but I think it'll be cool to watch. I'm excited. But yeah, it's good. Since I cut you off before we get our
talking about golf and Netflix on an F1 podcast is because we are doing a and like I said, I don't know when this episode's going to come out, so this might be late news at that point. But on Tuesday, in lieu of our normal recording, this is what this recording is replacing. We're doing a special live stream, a companion live stream to anybody who wants to come and join and hang out, watch the golf show. We ourselves won't be showing it, but we'll be commentating on it, talking about
Like we
different
did
stuff.
for quali in recently. I can't remember where we did it. Mexico, maybe. Yeah, like
Mexico. We can't. Unfortunately, we can't show it, but we can talk about it and everything. And we're gonna have a couple different people with us. We're gonna have. It's obviously gonna be me and Casey. We're gonna have Kyle from Underground Sports Philadelphia there. We're gonna have. What's that?
I said the head honcho, Kyle.
The head honcho, yeah, big boss.
Yeah,
start to call him. We're gonna have Steve there from Get in the Hole. He'll be joining us. He'll be able to provide a lot more golf commentary on the players themselves. And then I think, Casey, you told me it's also going to be DJ.
Yes,
he's going to be joining us.
He does a lot of the lacrosse podcast with Kyle, and he's been on some of the Underground Sports and stuff as well. Yeah. But if you were here for long ago in the beginning of the season,
a while ago,
with us when we did the Miami live stream, so it'll be a fun. I'm just there for the drivers. I don't know about golf, but it should be fun. But yeah, it'll be. We'll put out more information obviously when the link goes live.
Yep.
But yeah, if you want to listen to us talk shit or I don't know, ramble on about what's going on our TV, we
talk shit or commentate on golf.
Yeah.
Come join us. Like we said, we'll put out the details. We'll both tweet out, post on threads and everything, the link and whatnot. It'll be live on YouTube.
Or like Facebook and stuff with the link normally goes.
Yeah, Facebook. Pretty much if you've seen any of our other live streams or any of our other, network shows, how they do a live stream, that's what we're aiming for. But like I said, 6 p.m. Tuesday night, Eastern Standard Time. Come join us. We're going to be talking golf. We're going to be talking F1. Yeah, that's.
You want to give predictions for the golf?
I will get. Yeah, I can give it.
I'll give like a off of the vibes kind of prediction, but you might know more.
I don't know. I've only ever watched when Carlos was in the Ryder Cup. I watched one swing from him, and it was a driver swing, and he shanked the ball.
Yeah,
left.
he did. I think it might have been a lot of pressure for him.
Yeah, and then I've watched one video with Lando golfing. I'm pretty sure he did a video with Good maybe, I don't know, but they're golf guys on YouTube. I might go back and rewatch that just to see, but I personally think we'll
also go off professional golfers as well.
Going strictly off vibes, I'm thinking Lando and Ricky are going to win the whole thing. And I know that's coming from me, might be a little biased because it's Lando, but Lando obviously has a great personality. He's a lot of fun. He can, he's done live streams and everything before. So I think he knows really how to work with the crowd and everything. Yeah. And Ricky is also just a goofball, random guy. But he's a good golfer, and he's had a resurgence of a year. He's done so much better. I remember last year I was watching a PGA Tour event, and he was struggling real bad. And this year he took some time away and just reworked everything, and has been. Now I haven't watched golf in a long time, so I don't know how he's doing now or leading up to this, but from what I remember from earlier this year, he is doing great. And I would love to see that come off. The biggest contender, this is the biggest contender and wild card that's in there for me is Colin Morikawa and Pierre Gasly. The wild card side is Pierre, just because I've never seen Pierre Gasly golf, so I don't know if he's good. I don't know if he's decent, whatever his skill level is. Colin Morikawa is a very, very good player, and
he might carry the team
in top 10 in major golf tournaments, and he can play really well. Colin's won the Masters before, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he did. That's why I recognized him.
Yeah. So that to me is the biggest the biggest thing. Yeah, when did he win the Masters?
Not this year.
It wasn't this year.
Which, speaking of, this is totally random. Did you see that picture of Zach Ertz and Julie Ertz, Michael Phelps and his wife, T.J. Watt and his wife, and then the guy who just won the Masters? They were going out to celebrate people's birthdays. People are like, the amount of championships and gold medals within this group of friends right here.
God, yeah, what?
Insane.
What a stacked group.
But if you remember when he won, what's his name? The guy who just won the Masters this past year.
John Rahm.
Yeah, John Rahm. When he got a text from Zach Ertz and TJ Watt, and they're like, when he totally messed up the first shot.
His
like,
first hole was so bad in the Masters this year. I remember watching that and I was like, holy shit. Like, but then he put on a masterclass of golf after doing that. Like, he literally compartmentalized that like shitty hole and was just like, okay, tournament starts now, and kept going.
Do you know if you won the Masters?
I can't find the date when he did. I'm like 95% sure that he did. But yeah, that's my biggest wild card. So I'm going winner is Lando and Ricky. Second place, if not winning it, Pierre and
Colin.
Okay,
I'm not giving first or second. I'm just going. I think it's going to be Alex Albon and what's the guy's name? Max Homa. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Because I think Alex is pretty good also. So
that wouldn't shock me.
I'm going with those two. And then Alex will just carry that momentum into the weekend.
I like it.
Yeah.
So we can score more of Williams' points for the weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Before we move on. But yeah, I'm excited. It should be a fun. I hope it's something they continue.
I would love to see them do more of this. I would love to see them do it again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah.
I mean, it's genius for them with how well both shows are. So like.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I remember I saw a stat one time somewhere that was obviously Drive to Survive did amazing things for drawing people into the sport of F1. I mean, that's how it worked for us. That's how it worked for, many friends of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I walked, like I said, last episode, I was on a plane in Utah getting on the plane, and there was guys watching the race on their phone as we were like ready to take off. But I think, Full Swing kind of did the same thing for PGA Tour, not to the same degree.
No, but I know what you mean. I saw a lot of people saying that like they didn't really like, because I feel like with F1 in particular, maybe if you like follow the sport, you get to know their personalities. But I feel like golf, you don't.
No, because golf is the PGA Tour is so regimented to being a professional and like classy sport that it's when they're on these broadcasts, you don't really get a lot of their personality.
No, like in F1, you do, like when they're interviewing at the end, like if like they know that it's shit race, their personality is going to come through a teeny bit. Yeah. So I think F1 definitely, obviously Drive to Survive helped, but that I think the Full Swing definitely helped golf a lot. Not that it needed it, but
no.
Obviously, I think golf is more well known in the world than F1.
Full Swing did a great job of making golf more accessible because, there's one guy in there, his name's Tony Finau. I knew who he was. I didn't know anything about him. His family travels with him to every event that he does, or almost every event that he does. He's got like 3 kids, his wife, maybe 4 kids, and they travel with him because they love to see him golf and perform. And it's just cool because then it's like after watching Full Swing, you go to the next. I watched the next, tournament, and I was watching Tony Finau. I'm like, it's cool that I know now that like there's a good chance that his family's there watching him.
Yeah.
Like, and when he hits a great shot or he hits a big putt or does something great, it's kind of the same thing of like, I know he's so much more happy, like so happy about this now because his family's watching.
His family's there. Yeah. Right? No, I like that. That's cool. It makes him more human.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
More of a human. Which I feel like I feel like this time last year we started to get inklings of when Drive to Survive would be coming out the next season, or maybe obviously after Abu Dhabi because
it's coming.
It comes in like January, February because
I was going to say
when we started recording last year in the beginning of the year, it just came out.
Yeah, because we were doing like our first couple episodes, we're asking each other like, what episode are you
Mhm.
on? Like, did you watch it? Stuff like that.
Yeah. So it comes out like January, February, because it comes out like right before the new cars get start
Yeah.
being known and stuff. So cool. Okay. All right, I want to move on. I just added a thing for it. So
Oh, I don't see it.
no, on this for here, StreamYard here.
Oh, yeah. All right. So
New segment, people. New segment.
this is a new segment we're coming out with. There's like no other way to like start this but by saying like I like beer.
Yeah, if you tuned in last week, he was in the middle of his beer bracket for work.
I like beer, and I like trying new beers. I like, tasting, like trying new beers, figuring out what I like, what I don't like, new styles of beers, blah, 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 right? So what we're going to do now is something called Pints and Pit Stops. And what it's going to be, essentially, when we do this segment, I'm going to have a new beer to taste. So I'll do the tasting live here. Not really live, but as we record, give my general thoughts about it. It's literally nothing F1 related. It's just what I think about the beer. And then for the pit stops part, it's still kind of a work in progress.
Sorry, I had to say it.
What?
I said it like in cars.
It's still a work in progress right now, but I'm thinking because pit stops in Formula One and racing in general are very fast, you want to get in and out, get it done. I'm thinking some form of like rapid fire trivia, for Casey, or if, Casey wants to do it to me, or if, we've had Mark on, we can do it to him. If we have anything else on, just do this kind of like quick style, maybe like 5 to 7 questions of just boom, 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 boom. Give me an answer, and then we'll talk about the answers afterwards.
I like it.
So just thought it was something fun, was a little bit more different than our normal, weekly news, stuff like that. Something a little bit more exciting. So
I do like this because it's a good like break between like weekly news into whatever else, or like when we're doing a race recap into like next week we have Vegas race recap preview Abu Dhabi. So like we could throw this in between.
Will I have a new beer next week? I will have, yes. I won't have a new beer on Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday for the live stream. Following that, I'll have a new beer. So yes.
Thanksgiving week because
Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
So new segment coming. This is one of a couple different things that we've
talked
workshopped. So we're coming out with new stuff, people.
Mm-hmm.
But
getting there. We're growing.
We're growing.
We're growing.
We're getting there.
As more people start following and listen, we need some things. Okay. Next. Vegas.
I was actually really excited to do this part, even though it's like our normal what we do, just race predictions and everything.
Because it's new, but also because it's a flippin' mess.
And from what you were saying to me earlier, I'm really excited to hear your predictions because you were saying with how
going absolutely off the wall. Like I'm going random as anything.
So for anybody who is unaware, Las Vegas is coming this weekend. This is the first time the race has been in Las Vegas. Brand new track has been being built on the Las Vegas Strip. It's caused a whole slew of headlines and issues. There's, Las Vegas residents complaining about the noise, stuff like that. There's how the roads are looking really bad, like how there were trees removed, how the fountains, the famous Bellagio fountains, in Vegas right now are completely covered by the grandstands and the paddock. Like a whole bunch of issues. But the latest issue.
Wait. First, can I do my fast facts and then we can go into the.
Sorry. Yes.
Okay. So the normal run of the mill stuff. Obviously the schedule. Now, should preface this. F1 and Liberty Media are catering to the European audience for a race in Vegas. So they're excluding literally the majority of the United States. So we are obviously, like we said, we are on the East Coast. So this is the time for this stuff. And everything is a day earlier than normal. So instead of media day being Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, media day is Wednesday, and then everything starts. So Thursday, November 16th, our time. Practice 1 is 11:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Practice 2, November 17th, is 3 to 4 a.m. That's like Australia times for us. Japan times for us. Practice 3 is later on, November 17th, 11:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. And then quali is November 18th, 3 to 4 a.m. And then the race is on November 19th at 1 a.m. for us. 10 p.m. race time, race start for Las Vegas, which that's where I think the entire like shit show or shit media storm starts right there. The race time being at 10 p.m. in Vegas. So that's the big thing. Track looks like an upside down pig. That should be my meme of the week.
Yes, it does.
It is 6.2 kilometers long. I don't know what that is. Hold on. Because normally I have this on the graphics, but I did not. So it's almost 4 miles long, the track. It's pretty wide. Like it's literally almost a square. There's 50 laps. And obviously no lap record because of it's the first time. So yeah, that's the fast facts. A little shorter than normal. When I was like copying over the thing in Canva, because like I used the sprint stuff, so I was like delete, because there's no past winners, no lap record, no sprint format. But yes. So okay, what were you going to start off with?
So you kind of touched base on it a little bit, but with how late the race is, and this is the latest headline to come out, and this I think has the potential to be the biggest, or it is definitely the biggest issue, is with how late the race is. F1 officials did not consider and did not know that Vegas gets very cold at night because it's a desert. And yes, deserts are very hot during the day, but at night they're freezing. It's like stupid cold. So
there's this article that I posted about by Elizabeth Blackstock. Very good article. It's all about Las Vegas, and obviously, but literally the last paragraph says, ironically, I chatted to a handful of folks affiliated with Formula One during the United States Grand Prix weekend. Pause. Like 3 weekends ago. Who were concerned that the Las Vegas race would be plagued with the extreme heat that left so many drivers worn out and ill in Qatar. I was almost too stunned to clarify that it is not how desert temperatures work. They have no clue how the temperature works in the desert. People are like, you could ask any elementary school child about the weather in the desert and they would understand. And it's also not even the fact it's the desert. It's November, people.
It's November. It's the dead of night in the desert. Like, you could have asked anybody about it and it would have been like, it gets fucking cold. Like,
and like, I've said before, I get if they wanted to ride under like the Vegas lights, all that. Like, I get it. That's what
right. Makes sense.
That's cool. But it's also daylight savings time in America. Literally, the sun sets at like 4 p.m. They could have had the race much earlier.
Right. And that's the other issue that I'm thinking about too, is how cold is that track temp going to be?
I know.
And because of that, how then hard is it going to be for tires to warm up? And then because of that, how much grip are drivers not going to have? Because
they're not going to have anything.
Yeah.
So like, I was trying to see, this article is great because she talks about, she gives the Ross Brawn quote, which went viral on social media because it's literally laughable. This is the full quote. The one thing we didn't consider initially, but the tire company have dealt with, is it gets very, very cold at night. So when the race is happening, which is Saturday night, it has been known to drop down to 3 or 4 degrees. So It can be really quite cold. And of course, getting the cars to work in those temperatures can be challenging. The tire companies that have done some work to make sure the tires can cope with that We're definitely facing some new challenges, which we've never had before. But I think it's spectacular. It's not going to be spectacular.
It's not going to be spectacular.
They're going to look like they're on ice skates driving through the track. And then I have to read, Oscar Piastri posted today. He posted, even for me, t-shirt and thongs, aka flip-flops, might be a bit ambitious for the Vegas nights with like the cold burr emoji.
Yeah. Like it's comical that it wasn't thought about the weather. And it's just like, there's no way in a boardroom full of people when they're making the schedule and they're like, let's go to Vegas. There's no way that anybody at that time was like, if we do it at night, it's going to be fucking cold. Like,
in November.
It's, yeah.
Like, okay, so I can give, let me pull the weather. For next week.
I mean, it's the only thing that
hold on. Okay. So next week in Las Vegas, the highs are they're low 70s. 69, low 70s, all that. That's high. At night on Saturday, let's go to the race day, 49 degrees.
That's
Friday during quali, 53, but there is a chance of 30% rain. Just throw some rain on top of it.
You're throwing fucking rain into this now too? Oh, dude, this is going to be a shit show. This is
when we give predictions in a little, we're doing quali and the race because they're going to be totally different, okay?
If I would be shocked if it rains, I would be shocked if there was if there's like any sort of ice on the road. Or
no, I don't think it
no
will
ice.
Freeze. I don't think it'll freeze.
Yeah, but again, like that cold in the dead of night. Like, what time is it? Well, what time is it rain at? Actually, my bad.
Well, it just says
or no?
It just says chance of rain 30%.
All right, so maybe not, depending on what time it rains. But still, it's just if there's going to be one prediction that we're gonna make today, and it's gonna be correct, is that this is gonna be a shit show.
It's going to be a mess. I just keep saying it's going to be a mess.
I pray that nobody gets hurt.
Same.
There's not a major crash because of this, how it's being set up right now. And whether or not this is an overreaction, who cares? I pray that nobody gets hurt. There's no crashes, nothing, because of how cold it's going to be and what the lack of grip might be for drivers. You know?
And it also, like, obviously, we just said the timing. Quali is a good 10 p.m. Hold on, let me go back. The race is at 1 a.m. for us. Quali is 3 to 4 a.m.
So quali for their time, quali starts at midnight.
Midnight for them. So that's a good 2 hours later. So that's a good 2 hours that the track is going to cool down.
Yeah.
So it's not even going to be what they're racing in the following evening.
I don't, like you said, I get the idea of like, let's go to Vegas. Anytime you see Vegas, it's the Vegas lights and, you know, it's really cool at night because all this stuff. I don't disagree with that. But it probably could have been a little bit better researched in terms of weather and timing and just a little bit more planned. But I digress. I'm not an F1 official making these timings.
I was trying to find, I'm in Mark's article now because there was also, when you look at the layout, the corners, there's so many straights, which I don't really know I don't think straights help warm up the tires.
I would think that the straights might be a little bit better, not from the warming of the tires. Straights are worse, I think, because when you're going through turns and everything, you're putting more pressure on different points of the tire. So it's more friction is on, you know, if you're turning left on your inner tires, there's more friction on like the outer edge of the tire because it's being pressed into the ground. Yeah. But the thing that I worry about is with the amount of straights that there are, right? Because you said it's like an upside down pig. And
It's literally like a
here.
It's literally like a rectangle, and then like the feet of the pig are the only thing where it shows. Yeah,
Like,
could have brought it up on the screen, but
so my worry is when they're flying down these straights, and there's gonna be a DRS zone in one of these straights. Like,
there's no grip.
how hard is it for them? How hard is it going to be for them to break into these turns?
Yeah.
You know, like, let me see if I can.
I think we were talking about quali. Mark's article also notes that I've seen it. Q1 is going to be wild because how long it's going to take them to warm up the tires. There's going to be a surprise shocker out in Q1, I think.
Yeah,
Maybe
I would not be shocked. There is. I just looked too. If you're thinking of the track as an upside down pig, there's DRS zone number 2 in sector 3 of the track. It's basically the pig's back.
Yeah, that's the one long straight.
Yeah, so it's like you come out of turn 12 and the road bends a little bit, but not enough for them to hit the brakes at all. They can probably just go full throttle through that little bend. And then it's a dead straight to then a hard left turn. So, yeah, I'm going to be very concerned going from turn 13 to 14 on this track.
There's the quote from Pirelli's motorsport director in Mark's article, and it says the temperature in the asphalt is quite smooth, according to the information I have. So the level of grip will be very poor. I can anticipate that. And there's a video resurfacing from last year when both Mercedes drivers and Checo, they did like a show run like to launch because it's like I think a year out for the race.
Yeah.
And you see, this is before the track was resurfaced, even a few, because I think they did it twice. It's Lewis loses the rear and almost crashes during the show run. And that was when it wasn't. Yeah, it's going to be.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
There's no other, like I said, there's no other way to put it because it's like, it's going to be so chaotic. And I completely agree. I think most of the chaos will come in qualifying.
Qualifying is going to be. I'm waking up to watch qualifying at 3 and 4 in the morning. I'm going to because it's going to be a mess.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. Because that's gonna be their first. Like I know they have obviously FP 1, 2, and 3 to get a handle on the track, but qualifying is gonna be the first time when there's something that matters.
Yes.
You know, like practice is good because you're getting all this data, but qualifying is the first time where it's I want pole. So I need to push, and like that just
qualifying is. I mean,
situation of overdriving. You know,
the practice sessions are going to be crucial.
Oh my god, yeah, the amount of
especially that FP2. It's the same time as qualifying the following day. That'll be the most important. It's going to
be critical for teams.
Yes. And we didn't even talk about the Olympics-style opening ceremony that's going to be happening on Wednesday with that you will be able to watch. I think you can watch it on YouTube and stuff. But yeah, and there's already things that they're going to be doing driver introductions. We all remember the Miami driver introductions. They're very awkward. I mean, Max literally. Let me see if I can find the quote. Hold on.
Poor execution. Oh, I think I remember this quote. Didn't he hate it? Like Max was like it was the stupidest thing or something like that.
Yeah, but he's said one about Vegas. Hold on, I just did it, so it shouldn't be hard to find.
So can I talk while you're looking up that too?
No, here, wait, I have it.
Cool.
I literally did it yesterday. So this is from. I don't know where this is from. He literally said, point blank and period, we are there for the show.
Yeah.
He literally said, first of all, we are there more for the show than the race itself, looking at the layout of the circuit. I am not actually that much into it. I'll go there, do my thing, and be gone. Like, if you're a championship driver, it's not even excited.
Max is climbing out of his car after that race, getting his 3 or 4 post-race interviews done, and then just hopping on a plane and getting out of there. Like,
they're going right to Abu Dhabi because it's a back-to-back. So you're literally having, and also that makes no sense. Las Vegas, 3 days later, Abu Dhabi.
I want to look up Flight from Las Vegas to Abu Dhabi. I doubt this is like you can get like a direct flight, but
timing wise, though, you want to see.
yeah, I want to see how long, like just how brutal. How long is flight from Las Vegas to Abu Dhabi? 19 hours and 50 minutes.
The jet lag is going to be they're gonna end up going right there because of how
that says connecting flight underneath, so maybe a little bit smaller, but yeah. 19 hours and 50 minutes. That's fucking brutal.
Mm-hmm. But yes, I also want to talk before I give predictions. I'm gonna hide this. I'm gonna read. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna share my screen again. This picture that came out. What?
Oh, it sounded like it was something like big for us or something.
No. So this picture came out because like they put that the pit lane building was completed. I hope so. The race is in a week. Regardless, this is. Can I zoom in?
Yeah, there you go.
So this is the pit lane.
Right.
Pit exit. On the hairpin turn. On the racing line. There's going to be, I can hear the radios now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, drivers are going to be coming down. Drivers are going to come down the straight, probably on the outer edge, and then cut in. And then, yeah, by the time they're coming to where the pit lane ends, they're going to be cutting in. Because then, too, if you look.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yes. Wait. I think. I'm trying to look at the map.
Yeah, because this is turn 1. This right here, where your mouth is turn 1. And then where the pit lane ends is technically turn 2. And then, so this is...
So they're going to come this way.
Right. So take your mouse, go along the pit lane, right?
This way.
Yeah, they're going to go, drive through, blah, blah, blah. They're going to come out. This is what I'm thinking, how they're going to drive this turn, right? So they're going along the pit lane.
Yep.
When they come out of the pit lane, they're going to hug this wall right here because there's an immediate right turn.
Yeah, immediately. But think of the people that are just coming through. They're also going to immediately try and hug the wall.
Right. So you're going to have 2 cars coming out and immediately try to hug this wall so then they can dive into that right turn, without hitting the brakes as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I can literally hear the radios now. Like, I can hear Max Verstappen cursing out GPA. I can hear Charlotte Leclerc saying, "Don't talk to me in the pit lane exit at all." Like, I can just...
Don't talk to me. I need to focus.
If there's not a collision right there, I would be shocked.
That's a wild turn 2 for right off the start.
Like, who legit designed that?
Oh, God, this is going to be...
I also saw people talking about, because of how cold it's going to be in Vegas, they used to do the preseason testing in Barcelona during the winter. They don't do it anymore. If they go back, they could have numbers that would be relevant to this race. Because this race is the exact same time next year. Yeah. I literally posted, there's not going to be thirst trap ice bath videos this year. They're going to be bundled up drinking hot chocolate.
Yeah. They're going to get out and then need to immediately they're going to get weighed and then immediately put a big puffer jacket on.
They're not going to lose weight this race because they're not going to
They're not going to sweat at all. Oh my God.
They're going to smell like hockey players because it'll be like freezing and they'll be sweating. So that's what it'll be.
It's a great smell.
Ew.
Some hockey player smells.
But yes, okay. That's the shit show of what is in store for Vegas. Like we said, predictions. I really think we should give quali and race because I think they're going to be totally different.
Yeah, I think we should do quali predictions as well.
Hold on, let me
go first or me. Do you have some ready to fire off? Because I don't. I need to think for a bit.
Hold on. I'm getting mine.
I'm at a restaurant and I told the waiter, do me last because I don't know what I want yet.
You don't know what I want. Yeah, you didn't look at the menu.
Yeah. I never do that. It's so bad.
Oh, you're not a girl. I always look at the menu before I go somewhere to eat.
I don't. I sit there and I talk, and then the waiter comes over and they're
Oh
like,
no, I'm talking
"Are
about.
you ready?" And I'm like, "Shit, no."
I'm talking about like I look at the menu like hours before. Like once the plans are made, I look at the menu.
That's fair. I should do that.
Okay, quali. I feel like okay. I think I don't know actually. Okay.
I got a wild one for quali.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go Charles Leclerc pole.
Okay.
Alex Albon second,
Oh,
and
okay.
because I don't think the tires are going to be destroyed like they normally are for Ferrari, given the condition. And I think the same for Williams. People are saying that Williams probably should have good tire dig. And I'm going to go Lando Norris P3. That's my quali predictions.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on, let me write this down. I'm going to say Leclerc, Albon, Norris.
I'm gonna go third to first because I don't want to drop my first place right off the bat. Third, I'm also gonna go Lando.
Okay.
That's my bias. My bias vote. Second, I'm gonna go Max because I think he is a good enough driver that he will still get second even in all these crazy conditions.
Yeah.
I'm going first. I'm channeling 2022 Brazil.
Oh,
I'm going a Haas on pole position.
just either one. You don't
Just
know.
Either one. Because both of them are equally as amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm going Haas. And I think if it's going to happen, it's going to happen exactly the same way that it did in Brazil last year. Whereas he does one really good lap, he gets first, session's red flag. Like,
Okay.
that's what I'm going.
Okay. Race. Oh, wait. When I typed Alex Albon's name, it
How many
album. What'd you say?
did you say how? Oh, it's 50 laps. Okay.
50. So it'll be short. Like time-wise, I feel like. I mean, I think there's gonna be a number of yellow and red flags, so okay. Race, I'll go third to top.
Third to first.
I'm gonna go Leclerc, also my bias coming in.
It's fair.
Do Hamilton.
Okay.
And then you ready? You ready for my race winner? I think we get our second non-Red Bull win of the season.
Okay.
And it's a wild card. I'm going Alex Albon.
Whoa. I was thinking Logan Sargent in my head if you really wanted to like throw me for a fucking loop. But no, I like that. I think yeah. I can get behind that predictions.
And because I've seen things saying that Max Verstappen said he's not even like mastered it on the sim.
Yeah.
The track. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go third to first. I think you're correct in the no. I think this is the second time we see a no Red Bull podium. I'm gonna go. You know what I think it's gonna be? I think it's gonna be. Can I give a team actually for my second and third?
Yeah, because you did for quali.
Yeah, because I can't figure it out, but it kind of ties into what we were talking about earlier. I think second and third is going to be some formation of Mercedes or Ferrari.
Okay, but give me like who you think's third and fourth.
So, all right, I'll go. Sorry, this.
Oh my god.
Oh, it went away. Oh, that was brutal. All right. Mercedes third, Ferrari second.
Okay.
Because I think that it's then going to make it interesting Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to happen. So that's what I'm going with. Yeah, Mercedes third, Ferrari second.
I mean, we're kind of the same. I'm just opposite. I have Ferrari third, Mercedes second. So
I'm going total bias.
So Lando Norris.
The conditions are set for the random occurrence to happen and for the man to get the job done and get his first Grand Prix win. Lando Norris. That's what I'm going.
I've said if Lando Norris wins in Vegas, he is painting that town papaya orange.
Oh my God, he's gonna go nuts.
He will be late to Abu Dhabi because he is like violently hungover.
He's gonna go crazy.
Him and Zach Brown might get married in the chapel if he gets. Did you see the one bar? They're literally selling a drink in a shoe. You can do a shoey. That's
so good. What props to that bar for jumping on the opportunity. Yeah.
Okay. I like it. I think it's gonna be random. I think we have 1 to 3 safety cars.
I was gonna say, I think a surefire bet for anybody who bets on F1 and listens to this podcast, I think a surefire bet is safety car comes out. Yeah. Like, it's just like a prop bet. Like, do we see a safety car? Absolutely, we do.
Yes, we absolutely. It's like betting like a Boston Scott anytime touchdown against the Giants. Like, yeah, it's going to happen.
No, it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, I think it's going to be a wild one. I don't know if we get a start like we did. Well, yeah, we just looked at that map. They turned right away at the start. So
I think we're getting a crazy start like we got in
Brazil.
Where the fuck did we just race?
Brazil,
that's right.
That's what people are saying. It'll be like Australia. Like, if you finish the race, you're in the points because of how many people were out by the end of Australia. And that was a crazy race. That feels like it was like 4 years ago.
I think we're going to get a start like that.
Yeah. We're in for it.
But yeah.
But I think I am interested to see numbers wise, like viewership after, because of how much they're excluding the country they're trying to grow the sport in. That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be. I think we're in for a good one. And a good one, I mean, in like a laughable joke way.
Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely think so.
But I mean, if you get a random winner, it's going to be even more memorable. Like,
oh my God, yeah.
Not win. I mean, I see Checo's out at Q1. 100%.
Really?
Yeah. That's a bet I can make.
That would be. That would definitely make it interesting. Like, that would definitely be kind of like what I said before, because there was the one time he was out Q1, or Max was out like Q1 one time or something like that. And I said, like, every team gets on the radio at that point and is like, Max is out.
Yeah.
Drive. Like, go for it, you know?
Yeah, wait, hold on. When?
Can I tell our listeners if they've made it this far? Our fun thing for Vegas?
18th. Okay, yeah, sorry. I was looking. I'm definitely going to stay up and watch I'll get up for quali because it's 3 to 4 a.m. on Saturday. So it was super early Saturday morning. No, super early Saturday morning. 3 to 4. It's the 18th. 3 to 4 a.m. on the 18th. And the 18th Saturday.
Shit, yeah, I might wake up then too and watch it.
Because if it was Saturday, if it was Friday going into work, I'd be like,
Yeah.
But yes, you can tease us. It should definitely be out by the time we do this.
Yeah. All right. So cool. So similar to our Vegas golfing live stream, we're gonna do another companion live stream for the Vegas GP.
We are.
Casey and I are staying awake or waking up, however we choose to play it. We're gonna be not crushing Red Bull and just kind of chugging along, but we're gonna do a companion live stream for the Vegas GP.
Don't know who else will be joining us, but definitely us.
Yeah, definitely us too. We know it's super early, but if anybody wants to come join us for F1 Underground at night
in Vegas and watch the shit show unfold,
we'd love to have you guys.
Yeah. It lucks out for us because the Eagles play that following Monday, so we don't have to worry about Eagles football.
Yeah, and then it's nice because it's Saturday into Sunday.
Yes.
So, afterwards we can go to sleep, go to bed, wake up, sleep in, do what we need to do to recover and whatnot. So yeah, we really enjoyed when we did I really enjoyed when we did the live stream for Brazil qualifying or Mexico qualifying.
And Miami was a boring race, but that was fun because that was our first one.
Yeah.
But,
we really enjoyed doing it. We thought for Vegas, the first race and everything, it'd be a good one.
And I have a feeling people are going to be up to watch it. Maybe
I hope so.
Dies off. But I think if it's a random winner, it'll be fun. But that's our predictions, people. Alex Albon or Lando Norris are going to be.
Lando.
And that trophy does not look like it can withstand Lando Norris. I think he breaks it. He breaks it.
I'll crack up if he breaks it. Especially if he wins and breaks it. So good.
Someone posted a picture. They went to the Red Bull factory, and like the trophy from Hungary in the case is the broken one with the little pieces laying around the platform. You're like, they even got a new one, but the broken one is in there. Like they have it like situated so it looks like it's together, but you see the like pieces missing, and then they have the pieces the broken pieces laying around in front of it.
That's fantastic. I mean, I like that. I think that's great, actually. Like, just being like, yeah, we know it's broken, but it's still our fucking trophy. Like,
it's ours. But yeah, so there's our predictions. I know we gave our social media at the beginning, but I don't think anything else for this episode. So
I got nothing.
As we said, we will be live on Tuesday. We will be live on Sunday.
Should I wear like golf apparel as we're watching? Like, should I get like dressed up for golf?
Oh, I mean, you could.
All right, you don't sound too thrilled by that, but
yeah, I was gonna say you could wear golf and then like put your Red Bull jersey over top of it, but no one from Red Bull is being represented, but it still could be cool.
I know, but it's the only Formula One piece of gear I have right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear my new Ferrari hat.
I need to. I was looking the other day at Furious One.
I know they have so many good ones. They come out with some new stuff all the time.
I know. I was looking for Lando Norris stuff.
Yeah,
but
on Lando,
I gotta look. But yeah, so we will see you guys Tuesday.
And we'll see you guys Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Tuesday. We'll be here. We'll be live streaming. Hopefully, it will be a lot cleaner behind me. It's a mess right now. Got to go use that vacuum to clean some stuff now.
Before his fiance comes home from work.
Yeah. So clean up a little bit. But yeah, thank you for joining us today. We know it's a little bit early of an episode. It's a little bit different of an episode, but appreciate you listening. We said at the beginning, but like I said, please go follow us on our social medias. It is at Underground F1 for Instagram and Threads, and it's at Underground_F1 on Twitter.
Yes.
Help me catch my 1,000 follower deficit right now. That'd be wonderful. But yeah, go follow us on our platforms. Like I said, we tweet during the races, qualifying, practice, everything pretty much.
Maybe not practice 2 this week. I can't probably
maybe not practice
for that.
Yeah. But yeah, go follow us. Come join the fun on our social medias. Thank you so much for listening today. Also, please go follow our main YouTube page at Underground Sports Philadelphia. That's all one word. If you just search Underground Sports Philadelphia on YouTube, you'll find it. That's our main network page. That's where you get this video episode, all of our other episodes in video format, and all the other shows on our wonderful network. And you can kind of learn who will be joining us on Tuesday and get to know them a little bit. So go follow that page. We're trying to grow this as much as we can. We're trying to reach 1,000 followers on that YouTube page as well, because that'll unlock so many more things for us to do on YouTube. And we're currently sitting at 624 subscribers right now. So that's a great number. Our latest goal was 600. Obviously, you passed it.
Yeah.
Now the sights are getting set in on 1,000. So please go follow us. Please go follow us on Twitter, Threads, Instagram, YouTube, the whole shebang. So
we'll see you later this week.
see you on Tuesday.
See ya.